Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It's a bit of a drippy afternoon here in South Africa, a bit gloomy, and it looks as if we're in for a damp Christmas weekend, but let's not let that dampen our spirits, although the spirits over at ITV might be dampened somewhat because apparently they have been dropped. They were the scheduled broadcaster for this year's speech, the King's first speech, King Charles's first speech at Christmas. They alternate the BBC and ITV, and apparently they have been dropped without any explanation, and the BBC has been called in and asked to take over, and the BBC has assured the palace that they will do a fabulous job, do it the good old traditional way. There is speculation about why this has suddenly happened, and the obvious answer is that Tom Bradby has been lined up to interview Prince Harry as a part of the PR campaign to launch his book Spare. But more than that, according to Neil Sean, and let's throw in one of those allegedlys right now. According to Neil Sean, allegedly, ITV was planning to roll trailers for that Spare interview before and after the King's speech. Very tacky, very offensive, very subversive, and that's my opinion. And while I shuffle the Crow Tarot, let's remind you that this is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. It is all just my opinion. I read on the royal family as an archetypal family so that we can all learn from what's going on with them. Oops. And cards flying off the table as I'm shuffling. 5-card reading. And I'm going to have to go and crawl under the tarot table to pick up the card that's gone flying. Be interesting to see which one it is. I'm going to do a 5-card reading when I fetch the card. And looky, Hierophant in reverse, royal family in reverse. ITV, are they really trying to bring down the royal family, or at least undermine them? It seems to be that way. That's my opinion. That's speculation. That's what the tarot cards are telling me as a tarot reader. But I'm going to do a 5-card reading. I'm going to look at it and see why ITV were dumped from the broadcast. Was it because of this rumour that they were going to roll trailers for Harry's interview with Tom Bradby? How does King Charles feel about all of this? Was he the one implicated? That's the hidden energy of this reading. Was he the one that said, absolutely not, I am not allowing them to exploit my speech to promote my son's book, in which basically the rumours are flying that Harry is just going to be taking aim at Camilla, the Queen Consort. That's the theory that's going around. I'll read on it at some stage, but it seems like that is what the royals are braced for, and that is what Charles and Camilla are particularly braced for. So let's have a look. We have got the 5 cards out on the table, the Crow Tarot talking to us. We got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and that is a sudden turn of events, a swift and abrupt turn of events, but a reversal of fortune from being on a high for ITV, getting the first speech by the King, to flipping it over and bad luck. No, you're out, and the BBC is in. If they didn't expect it, they didn't see it coming. I don't think they knew what hit them when they were told, phoned and told, or however the news was relayed to them. Actually, you're out, and we're going to use the BBC for this broadcast. They did not see it coming. A real blow, and quite a shock, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's always something that you didn't see coming and you can't quite believe. So let's look at the situation, the signifier, what is going on. And again, we've got a card of misfortune, the 9 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment, the greedy, the gluttonous card, grasping, taking, consuming, being indulgent, and it's in reverse. They wanted it all, ITV. They wanted it all. They wanted to have it all. They wanted to have the King's speech, and then they wanted to bookend it with the promotion material for the interview with Harry and Tom Bradby. And can't have it all. No, taken away from you. Taken away very abruptly with that Wheel of Fortune card in reverse. No, you can't have it. And what a surprise, you're out. And I think they were celebrating and they were cock-a-hoop about this, and now it's gone, and they can't quite believe that it's gone, because I think that they were celebrating too soon this little sneaky maneuver that they had lined up, allegedly. Let's remind you, this is all allegedly. So why were they dumped from the broadcast? Let's see what the cards want to tell us. Conflict. 5 of Swords, because they were doing a sneaky maneuver. The 5 of Swords is about conflict, it's about dirty fighting, particularly when it's in the reverse. Fighting dirty, hollow victories, that kind of thing. Conflict, never-ending conflict. They were promoting conflict. We've seen it before with ITV and with Tom Bradby in particular. He has promoted conflict in the royal family, and the card is in the reverse. The royals decided they wanted to stop that. They wanted to stop it at the source, stop the conflict, stop all of this fighting, stop all these messages going out about conflict. They don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see it at Christmas. They don't want to see trailers about how miserable Harry was and how badly he was treated and how his wicked stepmother ruined his life. Nobody wants to see that at Christmas. It was cut off at the source with that 5 of Swords in reverse. Was this about rolling the trailers, about the interview? Specifically, there is another rumor that it was about the fact that that the ITV possibly gave the Diana interview footage to Netflix to use in the docuseries, which caused great offence to the royal family. We've got the royal family card in reverse here, the 10 of Pentacles, and I'm asking, was this specifically due to them wanting to roll that footage, bookend the interview with that? 10 of Pentacles in reverse is a royal family card in reverse. I got the Hierophant that flipped out. While I was shuffling, it went and dived on the floor for me to notice it. Royal family in reverse. I've got another royal family card in reverse here because it's the card of succession and future planning and lineage, and where you belong in a dynasty, and archetypal dynasty, the royal family, British royal family, and it's in reverse. It does look as if they were going to take pot shots at the royal family, broadcast the speech in the middle, and then around it take pot shots at them, at their view of status and hierarchy and who exactly they are. Harry can't believe that there is hierarchy in the royal family. How it's so unfair. So off he stomped with the wife to go and be the king and queen of California and take pot shots from there. And this is not playing with the royals, but let's see exactly how it's playing with King Charles. His role in this, his view of this, personally, his energy in all of this. We got Judgment. This was his decision. Look at it. There is the cross, the flag. There is the crow. It's got quite tower energy. It is very much about an awakening, clarity, a decision. Judgment is a big decision. It's a big moment of awakening. It's an epiphany. It's hell no. I'm not going to be abused. I'm not going to let my family be abused. I'm not going to let the royal family be abused. I'm not going to let my wife be abused by ITV. They can't play silly games like this with me. They cannot. His decision clearly from this card, absolutely, the judgment call was made by him. No, it was made very swiftly. For those of you who think that he's weak, that he can't act decisively when he needs to act decisively, oh boy, he can act decisively. And this is dirty dealing. If what was rumoured, what is alleged is true, this really was dirty dealing by ITV, and they deserve it. But of course, the big guns being pulled out by King Charles, because who might be in the firing line? His wife, and he does seem prepared to go all out to protect her. Can't blame him. But yeah, this was all his doing. This was absolutely all his doing. Big surprise for ITV. Didn't see it coming. They were celebrating too soon. They were gloating. They were feeling very smug. But the rug got pulled out from under them to stop this conflict, to stop these attacks on the royal family with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. How's it going to go for ITV as a result of this? They've already seemingly dug a bit of a hole for themselves, but in future, how is this going to go for them in their dealings with the royal family? It's not going to go well. It's a bit of a roadblock here. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They picked the Knight of Pentacles. They picked Prince Harry, the Earth sign Prince, the Virgo. But the Knight of Pentacles is about slow, steady progress. being on the right path, the path of abundance, the path of money. It's in reverse. They're losing out. They're being stopped in their tracks, basically. No progress. And losing deals, losing money by picking this Knight of Pentacles, who is in the reverse, who is in his shadow aspect. They made a judgment call. That was a poor judgment call, according to these cards and in my opinion. And they're going to pay a price for it. They really are. They're being stopped. They're being stopped from progressing with the royal family now. I think they're out in the cold. And it's certainly going to cost him money. It's going to cost him status. It's going to cost him prestige. And this came like a bolt of lightning. They were not expecting this. I don't think they realized that the royals even knew what was going on. Quick card. Who told the royals? How did the royals find out what was going on? Because somebody, a little birdie, must have said something. How did the royals figure out what was going on? Why did this happen? Who told them? Anything that universe wants to tell us about this? We get the Emperor. The Emperor is a king card. Somebody very high up. Somebody very, very high up, either in ICV or it's very kingly, this card. It's very kingly. I would say that the Emperor has sources everywhere who can tell him anything he wants to know. What's in Meghan Markle's diary that she allegedly left behind at Frogmore Cottage, what was in her suitcase when she left the UK. Anything that the king wants to know, the king can find out. The king has ways and means of finding out. Fools over in Montecito and fools at ITV thought that they could do the dirty, caught out and stopped. That is your reading. I'll get on with the next one. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you over there.